Hey, good morning, fellas. It's the 15th, Monday, 84th day for me being sober. The sun's blocked by the clouds, I'll show you. And although the birds are chirping quite a bit, it's actually very calm. We're supposed to get a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust today, so I got pretty much everything out of the yard, all the stuff over there, the poles and that are laying down. Nothing too crazy going on. The two things I want to talk to you guys about this morning is you can tell a lot about people by the way they treat you, and that there is such a thing called misplaced loyalty. These are two of the ways that younger men are often taken advantage of. And I can relate through some personal experiences, but there are a lot of signals people around you will give you that show you that they have no respect for you. Some of the easiest ones are they cut you off when you're speaking. They interrupt you while you're speaking. That means they don't respect you enough to listen to what you have to say. They know better, so they're going to cut you off. They won't pay half. If you're out with the guys, they never have enough money. They always want to party, but they never have any money. This is for guys and girls, young men and women. I'm just trying to get to some of the key things. They don't talk to you like you're their peer. They don't speak to you, not with deference, not saying that you're above them or something, or they're just paying you respect. They're not even bothering to talk to you like you're an equal person to them. That you're always below them. They're always right. They're always a pain in the ass. And it's just after a while, some people are taken advantage of because they admit to their mistakes. Some people, when they find out that you've committed a mistake or an error, they'll hold that against you to try to keep you down. Now, that may not make a lot of sense to you, but there are people that remember when you did this. It could be 5, 10 years ago. It could be 3 years ago. It could be that. Just to embarrass you and keep you down. And it's just, it all boils down to the way somebody treats you. Do they wait and let you finish your sentences? Do they actually listen to what you say before they respond? It's communicating is a very big deal, and understanding the part of communication that is going on around you and directed towards you is important. I think now I think it's easier for you to just walk away than to try to deal with it in person, because that'll end up putting you in jail. And I'm raising my hand. I'm speaking from experience. And I want to also add this as a caveat. For those of us, and that's probably 99.9% of us men, we grow up poor. And one of the only things that we have to keep our feet on the ground is respect. And you can let someone take your respect, but you can probably give your respect away, but I don't think anybody can take it from you. The other thing is misplaced loyalty. Now, I'm going to talk about some of my criminal past. In the 80s, 1980s, not the 1880s, I was selling drugs, using drugs and alcohol, and just making lots of money, fast money. Detroit hadn't fallen apart by then. A lot of guys had money, so it wasn't a big deal. Anyways, to the point. One of the things they do to trap you as a young man is they get you to misplace your loyalty. You can be an accessory after the fact, and there are some things that you can become a part of that have no statute of limitations. Okay? Um, you just, there's no way out. And then they have something on you because you had misplaced loyalty. All that to say this, and this is the absolute gist of all of this. If you're going to be loyal and respectful to someone, it should be yourself. You have to place yourself first most of the time, and that is contrary to a lot of the ways they want to program us. They want us to be and this is a white knight. You ride in and save the damsel in distress. You rescue her from her bad decision. Those days are far over. We're not doing that stuff for anybody else, all right? And you don't have to respond like I used to just respond, and I like to fight. So I think it's better if you just walk away. You can give your respect away, but no one can really take it from you. Even if you get beat up or lose a fight, doesn't mean you didn't fight back. It just means you lost, and that happens to all of us. Look at my nose. Anyway, I got my ears tucked a while back, but they used to. Anyways, I got this isn't about me. Again, the premise of this is you can tell a lot by the way people treat you, and you can get in yourself in a lot of trouble if you have misplaced loyalty. It's like when I finally unplugged my head from my ass, I realized that these guys would be willing to do something that would put them in jail, including myself, for the rest of our lives, rather than just go out and get a fucking job and work hard. Easy money, easy girls, all that kind of stuff. Pretending to be a big man, a pimp, or whatever you want to call it. Living that lifestyle, the gangster thug lifestyle. It was very attractive for me. All the guys that I grew up around admiring were pimps and drug dealers, and that they had money, they had cars, you couldn't tell them shit, they'd fight at the drop of a hat. And you don't really see any of them retired. If they're retired, their retirement plan's being locked up in the DOC, the Department of Corrections, for wherever they find themselves. There's a lot of pretty bad things going down here. There was a big shooting last week where a guy was just got drunk and stoned off his mind and took a rifle out and was shooting at people not too far from the house. Just seen about 3 of my ex-students throw their lives away. 2 of them for trying to transport. One of them, it's both ways. It's money going from the United States in cash, stacked in vehicles into Mexico. And then it is that's one of the guys, and the other 2 guys were bringing in. One was had fentanyl on him and was trying to walk in, and the other one was driving a car with cocaine in it. So that happens down here way more than you guys will ever hear about on the news. They hate reporting it, and the only time they report it is when their budgets are due. They'll report the balance of it, and it has to be a pretty big bust nowadays. 100 pounds of anything doesn't really make the news anymore. Again, you have to be cognizant of the way people treat you. And you shouldn't put up with people who disrespect you, belittle you, or talk to you like you don't have any fucking common sense. The other one is misplaced loyalty. If I'm up here in the hierarchy of a gang or crime unit or group, I call it, anyway, it doesn't matter. Crime partners are up here. If they can get you to do something that compromises you for the rest of your life, where I was coming up, you had 2 options. You either run away or you pay your way out. Now, I didn't pay my way out, and my runaway was the military sent me away. So, again, this isn't rocket science. This isn't me telling you if you have to be like me or anything like that. You don't owe me anything. I don't want anything from you. My only goal is to try to help some of you. I know my advice isn't for everybody. I'm not trying to be anything from you, but I can tell you this. Never going to try to take anything from you. I'm never going to have anything to sell for you. I don't want you to join or like or subscribe. I don't have Patreon. I'm not trying to monetize my advice. My selfish reason for doing this is I do not want my older years, my later years, to be a dystopian nightmare because I didn't give a shit about anybody. I'm starting to understand now about karma. And if you throw enough bad shit out there in the universe, it has a tendency to come back and hit you in the face. Um, that's my selfish reason for doing this. Um, and if I can help you, I'm going to do what I can. All right? Love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, take care of yourselves. Only other videos I may do today is it's right now 8:34 in the morning for me. Around 10 o'clock, the shit's supposed to hit the fan and the wind gusts are supposed to get up to 60 miles an hour. So if that happens, I'll put as you guys referred to it, my Palpatine robe on and maybe get some eye covering so I don't get sandblasted in the eyeballs. Let's just see what it looks like. Other than that, like a fort in a G-string. West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.